Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to a new episode of When You're Delusional, You're Gonna Be on TikTok. I do hope you're gonna enjoy the video, so let's just get into it.
This is gonna be for the men who are dating women and want to go the extra mile for her. Here are the things that you should have at your place for when she stays over for the night. Because I recently slept over at one of my dates' place and I was like, damn, that would have been so nice to have that here. It wasn't that planned, it's just because it was getting late and I couldn't take the train. And I still knew it was coming, so I had packed the bare minimum in my purse, but it wasn't much. So here are the things I want you to have. Micellar water and cotton pads so she can take the makeup off, and then a hydrated cream for women. A brush is great to have too, because I did not pack that. An extra toothbrush, tampons, and if you happen to know that she's wearing contacts, it's always nice to have like an extra case at your place and like the solution with it. You're welcome.
No, I'm not, and no. I don't care about anyone going the extra mile, I just don't. There are multiple stages of a relationship, and if we're just dating, if we're at the beginning, I don't care at all going for the extra mile. Feel free to leave whatever products at my place, I'm not investing in any of that, only because we're dating and you missed the train. You leave those at my place, we break up, you can get them back. For me buying all those products, we break up, I don't get my money back. And if I go for the extra mile with an ex-girl, that is just not worth the investment. Not to mention that in 9 out of 10 cases, if you show up at my place and I have those products, that's gonna start an argument.
Okay, guys, I wanted to talk about this person that commented this on a video of me and my boyfriend. It's so dangerous to be spreading this kind of hate around. And normally I don't reply to hate comments and I don't give them the time of day because I know anyone that goes out of their way to comment on a random person's social media, just hate, is very, very miserable in life, and they're probably really, really hurting. So I'm gonna give this person the benefit of the doubt and assume that they're probably going through something really hard, or they're probably really, really hurting, so they need to project hate so they can have someone meet them at their level of hurt. It's sad, and I feel for this person, but it's not right.
And I'm gonna stop you right there. No, it's not right, but it's not dangerous either. In a perfect world, you wouldn't have to deal with that, but we don't live in a perfect world. As soon as you go online, you're gonna have to deal with that. You didn't just go online, you've put your entire life, your personal life online. Again, it's sad that you're gonna have to deal with some mean comments, but you can easily just ignore them and move on with your life. That's regarding the dangerous part. No, it's still not dangerous. You got your feelings hurt, and I understand that, but again, we don't live in a perfect world. The other part I disagree with you is that the lady who left that comment telling you that your boyfriend or husband is way too hot for you, she's not hurt. What you're dealing with is the princess syndrome. She doesn't understand that you do stuff for your boyfriend or husband that are way more important for him than you being physically a 10. Maya there, the one who left that comment, she doesn't have anything else to offer except her looks. That's why she can't understand why someone who she considers more attractive than you would choose and be with you.
Hey, Denise. I hope the weather's lovely in Michigan, but actually, this message is for your daughter, Rachel. Hey, Rach. Jess, I'm sorry. I know it's late, but would you mind going and taking away your mom's iPad? Thank you.
If only one of your 5 kids will take yours away from you. This is another example of someone starting a fire but then complains about the heat. And it's not even that. All that lady said in her comments is, "You're annoying." And this one right here got so butthurt that she decided to go online and look exactly who that person is. Her name, where she lives, and whatever else she found. All that because someone said you're annoying. How sad and pathetic your life must be for you to go and do something like that.
Men date down?
Yeah.
No.
It's way harder for men to get women than the reverse. So
I've seen this podcast everywhere on TikTok, and no one is surprised that the host/owner admitted that he's a man's right activist. It's time for me to combat some of their false beliefs because they seem to be allergic to studies and data. The fundamental belief of the show that he promotes is that men have it so much harder in this life, and men are the ones who are actually oppressed because women have it so much easier and just have things handed to them, especially dating. Him and his bros constantly reference how women only choose the top 20%, and that's actually completely false because let's look at the data and the study. Also, that belief that women only choose the top 20%, that came from Jordan Peterson, and it's not actually a legitimate study. That's just an opinion he had, and now it's being shared all around these MRA red pill communities. This study was done by OkCupid with millions of users, and it was first brought to my attention by the nice-ish psychologist who I'll be summarizing here. This is how men have rated women from least to most attractive on this curve right here. And then you see that spike? This is men sending messages to women. And you can see that the most attractive women are receiving the most messages from men. So this is like the top 20%. The 4 and the 5 are getting the most messages, meaning men are the ones chasing the top 20% and women are not, because here's data for women. Women are doing the opposite, where they're actually messaging more the below to medium attractive men, actually less than medium, like the below average men. So this whole like top 20% myth that I'm like, where are you seeing that? Because the data of millions and millions of users is showing that women are not messaging the most attractive men, but actually below average. That's where most of the messages are going to. And the thing is, on dating apps, it's a look game, you know, like you're going off people's photos. So that's the primary factor here. And yet women are still not going for the most attractive top 20% men. By the way, women are the ones rating these men the most attractive, yet they're not going for them. Here are the comparisons. What males consider the most attractive, you see the drastic shoot up in messages. They're focusing all their energy on the most attractive. What women consider the most attractive, they're not drastically shooting up, meaning men are the ones who are going for the top 20%.
Alright, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt and I'm gonna say you don't know how to read a study. Not that you're misleading people and you left parts out so it will fit into your narrative. I'm gonna go with you didn't know and you did your best. I don't know either, I'm also gonna do my best. So let's fill in the blanks you left out, right? This study reports that the bottom 80% of men in terms of attractiveness are competing for the bottom 22% of women and the top 78% of women are competing for the top 20% of men. That's what the study is showing. This right here. A study by OkCupid found that women find 80% of men unattractive or below average. And look at that. That was written by a woman. As a woman myself, I can understand why women don't want to just date anyone. But I can't help but question women's priorities if the standards for men is so high that only 20% of men can hope to meet them. And before we go into the graphs you showed, this is another one showing how men rate women and how women rate men. What was it that you were trying to say? That women are messaging the average men? Yeah, that's right. But because they think all men are average or below average. And they're left with no choice but to text back, even though they think they're 10s and they're settling for 3 or 4s. If we look again at who men are messaging, they're messaging average or above average. The ones that they deemed as being 10s, they don't even message them. You can see the line going down. Anyway, I made this long enough. So let's take a look at this lady final thought. Is it really possible for 80% of men to be below average in how attractive they are to women? Mathematically, no, it's not. Ladies, if you're still single and wondering why, try dating the average guy for a change. You might just meet the love of your life. And I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Let me know what you think and I will see you in the next one.